Again, a guy named Phantom HD does not know what he's talking about. First things first, you don't know what contrast levels are. I know I developed black technology. I think I would know what contrast levels look like. I'm doing it for many years. First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We have our second company, actually it was our first company, but now we're bringing it back, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and we have exotic collections coming up this summer. We're going to quiet it down in here because I got several projectors playing in the background. Now, this is a fellow who just went in on Think and based his whole YouTube channel off the Vava projector and screen. And look how washed out the images. Remember I showed you the two images, what you look for in screens. You see how badly that's washed out? We know with this demonstration, we do them all the time. This is a screen that costs $700 just for 100 inches and about $1,000 for 120. Projectors are around $2,700, I think, if you got it on that price. You could do a little bit more than that. This projector has a 3,000 to 1 contrast. That is extremely poor for an ultra short throw projector that now these projectors do somewhere between a couple million, easy, $500,000, easy. And this is a projector that's coming in at 3,000 to 1. Keep in mind the NEC projector behind me, as I showed you in the demonstration we just did a few minutes ago, has a 4,000 to 1. How is that even possible? And that projector is discontinued. It also has 3,600 lumens. Vava also too was sued by Epson due to the fact that they were lying on their specifications, claiming that their projectors had the capability to pull 6,000 lumens when actually it was just a little of 1,800 lumens. That is pretty low. You went from 6,000 to that massive drop, which shows you how big of a lie you were definitely telling about your projectors. Does it do 4K? I keep telling people have these projectors, stop putting 4K up there. Your projector is a 1080p base projector. It does not have any form of 4K capability. You do not have proxy pixels. You do not match native 4K projectors. So you really need to cut that out because, again, that's kind of embarrassing. If anyone comes up to me and says, no, it's actually 4K, it's not. And I'll tell you why. This is the actual customer. I've showed you before. I had a conversation with the fellow. We're advertising these projectors. This is one of the fellows that were actually representing the Vava projector. This is a conversation we had in Facebook with them. And then basically, after enough people were coming into the room, asking the exact same questions, putting a little pressure in there, he admitted it. The Vava projector is a 1080p projector. Pixel shifting 4K. Now we all know our projectors at the end of the day. We know a projector can't be both 4K and 1080p. It's one or the other. If that was the case, you could buy a projector, you can switch it over to 1080p, you can switch it over to 4K. That would defeat the purpose of basically making high-end projectors. You can just switch them back and forth. No, people, that projector is 1080p. So again, he just spent $2,700 and probably more for a projector that is a 1080p base. If you go to Projector's main website, it doesn't give you a pixelation count. It doesn't give you a resolution count. It doesn't say 3840 by 2160 or 4096 by 2160. It just simply abbreviates 4K. That's it. Now, if you look in this demonstration here, he has Lost Sand God. Check out what real ambient light rejection looks like. You've got to be kidding me. Really. You people make these titles. Have you seen our demonstrations? We do majority of our demonstrations outside. We have technology that can absorb sunlight. So you're telling me at the end of the day that I don't know what ambient light rejection looks like? If I were to stick that outside next to a sun killer, that screen would disappear. A sun killer could absorb the light and be able to produce an image. As a matter of fact, we're going to buy one of those screens and we're going to stick it in our environment and we're going to see if it actually can pull up, and it's not going to pull up at all. Keep in mind, in one of the guy's demonstrations, he had a meter on display and his meter was only coming up at 119 lux. And he considered that to be an achievement. No, in the dark, we pick up at 300 in here easily. So no, that doesn't pick up anything at all. But let me show you the demonstration here. See the bezel that you see around the frame? That's actually black. This screen is coming up gray. And I'm glad to see this because it gives me an understanding at the end of the day why customers were upset with these particular screens because they don't pick up any contrast levels. Look at that. That is very poor. Where did the contrast level go? Because that's not supposed to look like that. That is very, very poor. It's very ashy. Let me show you something. That's my screen right there. $60 projector, fully lit environment. At a much bigger screen size than yours. That's way bigger than the 100-inch we have on display over there. And your screen is completely washed out. You have a ghost effect to it going on to it right now. That's on a $700 screen. Now, if the contrast washes out, the color will wash out along with it. That right there, that's supposed to be black. Mind you, this is a demonstration set up for an OLED TV. Not set up for projection, set up because I know projection screens don't come in black unless they bump into one of ours. But as far as they know, they come in gray and white or gunmetal. And at the end of the day, an OLED picks up a 100% black. As a matter of fact, I got a little test for you. Take your cell phone out. Your cell phone can pick up a black screen. Any one of these monitors can pick up a black screen. It doesn't have to be an OLED. Take your cell phone, show a Starfield demonstration, stick it against your screen, see what happens. Because we can do it next to TVs with no problem. Matter of fact, we had that demonstration on display right on the front page of our website of one of our technologies actually going side by side with the TV. So if your product is pulling up a contrast level, then you can put a Starfield on your cell phone and stick that right against your screen and see what happens. That's a fun demonstration, isn't it? We just think of the most weird stuff, don't we, at the end of the day? So the ash that you're seeing around the screen, that's supposed to be the black, and that's why the projectors have a screen having a hard time to pick up. Two of the dangerous things about the Vava projector and screen setup. Number one, you got a screen that's lighter than the one I have behind me, which is extremely bad because, again, it can't register contrast and the colors are going to suffer. Number two, the projector only has a 3,000 to 1. If it had something like a 500,000 to 1, something in there, maybe, you know what I mean? That would pretty much improve some of the contrast levels by far, a little better. But the fact that it has a very low 3,000 to 1, yeah, that's why the image looks so poor. Now, this is what you need to understand. Having lights in the environment, you miss the entire point. When you have lights in the environment, the screen has to be able to absorb all that light in the environment and still maintain a beautiful image at the end of the day. That's what has to be done. If your screen washes out, becomes discolored in any way whatsoever, this means it has automatically failed. You're showing off an OLED demonstration, which means that background and everything around it is supposed to be solid black. And the fact that it's not matching the bezel that you have around your frame clearly shows that your screen's not accepting or either picking up a contrast level, and that means everything else on the screen is washed out. You have a washed out picture, my friend. Sad thing about it is on how they sell projection screen products today, if you can see the image, it's considered to be passable. That's awful. That is definitely supposed to be black in the background. Gee whiz Louise, under the demonstrations, right? Background must always remain black. background's coming up gray. It's supposed to be black. It's an OLED display. Same time you see my screen over there. Now, see where you messed up? I'm going to show you something. Oopsie. Forgot we're on a PS system. Let's go back a little bit here. You see what you're missing. See the reflection of glass hitting off the black? This is supposed to be a black surface here, and the glass is supposed to be reflecting off the black. Can't wait to get that screen over here. See all that gray? See how your reflection washes out? That's not supposed to be gray. That's supposed to be black. One of the key features of OLED demonstrations is they have a jet black background because the screen is black. It's on an OLED TV. It wouldn't come up gray. Why would it come up gray on an OLED? It's supposed to come up black. So the fact that you can't pick up the background clearly shows that your screen is not picking up a contrast level. Meanwhile, $60 projector. Tell me what person buys an OLED TV, turns it on, and a contrast level pops up and it's gray. You know how many complaints they would have at the end of the day? This is a screen that's claiming to be the darkest image ever displayed on a TV, and it comes up gray? Yeah, there'd be so many problems. So there'd be lawsuits being issued out for that because, again, just like your projector got hit with a lawsuit for faking the specifications, they would have got hit with a lawsuit with faking false advertisement that the product pulls up a black level and it comes up gray. So why is it gray on your screen? It's not supposed to be gray. It's supposed to be black. See the match? That's supposed to be black. The background's supposed to be black. And mind you, we're on a long throw. We're not even on an ultra short throw. We're sitting on a long throw, so we're at a distance from the screen. There you go. See? Background is supposed to be solid black. Fire is supposed to be bright. You can see the red off the matchstick. You can see the stick perfectly clear. That's how it's supposed to react. Yours, your background is coming up gray, not black. That means when we see this, your screen can't see contrast at all, period. And if it can't see contrast, it doesn't have very good ambient light rejection technology embedded into it. Because that image is coming up extremely poor. Especially when you spent $700 for the screen and an additional $2,700 for a projector. That's poor. Now mind you, this isn't a demonstration we saw where the screen was in an environment with 119 lux. If you are basically, this is the best you can do in this environment, what's going to happen if we stick this screen in an environment of 1,000? which is easy for these screens, so these screens thrive in that all day long. That's not going to go well for you. That's a waste of money. Definitely a waste of money. We've been through your channel. You don't have much knowledge. You don't know what you're talking about at all, period. The fact that you thought the Vava projector, you praised the Vava projector and put it on that pedestal, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. I love how you people come out here with just one single projector, no experience whatsoever. You haven't even been on in the field that long, and yet you're going to come up to me as somebody who's been there before you ever existed. There's another person at the end of the day that we've been around before you ever even existed on YouTube. You weren't even thought of. I was doing testing with people at the end of the day that don't even know you, don't even recognize you. You don't even exist even on their platform. They don't even know who you are. Big companies like Diamond and all them, they know us at the end of the day. They don't know you guys at the end of the day. You don't even recognize them. You don't even pick up on their radar. And yet you come up to me at the end of the day thinking that you're going to climb my mountain at the end of the day and try to get some recognition and get nothing at the end of the day. You're going to hit with a landslide. That's what's going to happen to you. You're not going to survive it at the bottom. I guarantee you that. If I take the time, my friend, and go through your channel, do you really want to suffer what the other ones go through? It's not good at the end of the day. I'm going to go find that one video. That's all we need. From everything else I see on here on this projector, it's trash. Environments are way too dark. See how dingy the walls come up? I told you see the walls coming up that dingy? That means the environments are dark. Walls are coming up too dingy. They're not supposed to be that dingy. They're supposed to be bright. So that tells me right there there's no light making contact with the screen. I understand that you want to try to get a little credit at the end of the day or try to basically, what is it about me at the end of the day, people? People that threatened by me at the end of the day? Are y'all that scared of me at the end of the day? That makes me the big dog. You know what that makes me now? You guys built me up now. I am the big dog. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to do that. Your products don't work at the end of the day. We couldn't even run anything that you guys have at the end of the day because it won't work. If you're not matching my test demonstrations, it's not worth our time because we know that it won't work. So the fact that you guys got to come at me like this, we don't see people coming at y'all that way. They come at me this way. You know why? Because I'm the one of the biggest threat. This is why we got big companies that come down and hit us with all kinds of court orders to stay away from their technology because we are considered to be lethal threats because our technology is that good. How did Cat Williams saying, if you got 30 haters at the end of the day, make sure you get 30 more. We must be doing something. You guys are basically so, what do you call it, infatuated by us. But every once in a while, I pop into y'all channels because we've seen this guy a couple of times. We just never pay him any mind. But I figure I pop in here and see what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You honestly don't. I would love me to pop in here and find somebody that actually knows what they're talking about. You don't even know me at the end of the day. How about you go back to ditching the one crystal screen paint? Oh, you don't want to go back that far because then, you might get lost in the archives. We go back farther than that. She Whiz has no idea what you're talking about. Trying to get a little couple of views at the end of the day. And then you're using the Vava projector? Seriously, that's what you're using? Gee whiz Louise. Offered me a contract. No, we've never offered you a contract. We don't even know who you are. This is sad. Look at this. Same thing. Remember Partey did this? Danny did this nonsense. Walking around in the backyard claiming that we canceled orders on him and no orders were actually shown. Yeah, please show me a contract. I would love to see one of our contracts. Show me one of our contracts that we offered to you. Because again, we never offered you a contract. Why would we offer you a contract? You're using a Vava projector. We don't even support that machine on any of our technology. At that time, we didn't support it. So why would I even offer that? First things first, I'd have gone through your YouTube channel and see what you were all about. So if we offered you a contract, you said this was a month ago. Let me see something for a minute. This is how we catch people in lies. Right? Right here, You're talking trash about my company right here. So this is actually a month ago. You're talking trash about my company. Let's go back a little farther than that. Where you're running my, here you go. 5 months ago. So 5 months ago, you're talking trash about my company. And we offered you a contract. Why would you offer you a contract if you were talking trash about my company 5 months before we offered you a contract? Please show me the contract. Do you want me to put you on blast? Because I will come out here and make a video requesting one of our contracts. I want to see what it looks like. Don't do dumb stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. You're going to end up in the same way as Danny, walking around in his backyard, talking a whole lot of trash, and ended up getting 7 cancel orders on him and getting embarrassing. How did it turn out for Danny? Danny's website is closed for good. He's never can open it. Even if he decides to come up with new products, he's still going to face the same scrutiny all over again because his product's still going to get tested. And if he didn't test the first product, he definitely can't test the second. So he's done. So don't do that. Don't make false accusations you can't back up. Offered you a contract. 6 months ago. This is 6 months ago. This guy's talking trash about our company. And yeah, we offered you a contract. Yeah, sure. Phantom HD, we knew who you were. We just didn't entertain you. And the reason why we didn't entertain you, because everything we've seen in your channel, you're in the dark. You do the same thing Jamie does a lot. You're sitting in these dark environments. Look, look, in the dark again. See the back of the walls? Back of the walls are always dark. My goodness. Let's get back to this Vava projector. I'm going to cut you a little break today, buddy. I'm not going to entertain you on that one. I usually can. I can just sit there and just request that contract because I want to see it. I want to see what it looks like. Send me a copy of our contract that we sent to you. I'm still waiting to see if Jamie can send us over a contract agreement that he got from Universal Studios for permission to use the Frankenstein. Keep in mind, so you understand this question is going to come up in court. They are going to request you to have this particular document showing that somebody from one of their branches gave you this permission to do so. So either you show us or you show it in court. Doesn't really make a difference to me. Now let me see. You guys are obsessed with showing the inside of my house, all kinds of stuff. Y'all weird. Okay, I'm gonna find this one with this meter test on it. I couldn't care less about this guy at the end of the day. We don't care. We know his demonstrations are fake. I'm looking at this Vava screen. That's what I'm looking at right there. Cause this screen is horrible. For $700, that's what I'm more concerned about. I'm looking at this screen. You never have pictures. You're gonna talk trash about people. Don't put pictures like that on your site. Really don't. I'm not that petty person at the end of the day, but I know plenty of people that are. So just to give you a little heads up, if you're gonna be talking trash about people at the end of the day, don't put pictures of your family members up there. That's a bad idea. Ugh. I'm not that, like I said, I'm not that type of person at the end of the day, but give you a bit of a heads up. If you're gonna have your YouTube channel for trying to trash and belittle people, don't put family members up there. A lot of you not. Let me see. That was a bust right there. I gotta hear how this guy explains with the ambient light environment. You do know the Phantom Black. The Phantom technology we developed is black. It's not actually gray. Guys, these guys people are idiots. I'm glad I didn't come here and look at any of this nonsense, man. Boy, You would have been embarrassed, buddy. I'm telling you. When we do this all day long to people, I'm just looking for that one demonstration, that meter on it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm more interested because he's the only person that I've seen so far do the look in the dark. Every single demonstration. Gee whiz, look at the walls. They're dark. That environment is dark, and I'll show you why. Look. Let me click on the video real quick. Lights are out here, lights are back here, environment's dark. See how dark the walls are? Not good. And the color's completely washed out. That's bad. We're not gonna play that one. He's got family in there somewhere. We don't do that at the end of the day. Not many live demonstrations, eh? Of course. Live demonstrations are very hard to do. You know why? Because if you mess up, everybody will see it. That's why people don't do a lot of live demonstrations. They're extremely hard to do. If you mess up, boy, everybody sees you can't get out of that. You see what happened to Jamie in a live demonstration. You can't get out of that one. If you mess up and some things go wrong in a live demonstration, you ain't getting out of that. That's hard to get out of. And that's what happened to Jamie when he did a live demonstration with Network Ray 773. It got really rough for him in there. That's why people stay away from live demonstrations. That's why when we put challenges out and we say, look, we're going to do demonstrations, you got to do them live. All your test demonstrations have to be done live. They can't do that. That terrifies them. And you keep mentioning ambient light rejection. Your environments are too dark for ambient light rejection. Way too dark for ambient light rejection. So wait. Did he do a Vava screen comparison to a white screen? If that's the case, why are you going to spend $700 for a screen when you can just turn around and just spend for a white screen and do the exact same thing? I wonder. Let me see something coming in here. Because they're not supposed to look the same. That's the last thing you want. You don't want them looking the same. That means the person just go and buy a white screen. It's cheaper. Oh, no, he did. Yes, he did. Wow. Dude, thank you for that. That's much needed research right there. Thank you. So what you just showed me was, this is a white $68 projection screen. You can get them off eBay. We buy them all the time from modifying and doing designs with them. And this is the Vava screen. That's the comparison between the white screen and a Vava screen. Are you kidding me? Why in the world would I sit there and spend $700 for a screen? I could do it at $68. That's never good. You don't want it comparing to. Oh, gee whiz. Sorry, people. That's bad. That's extremely bad. You might just get the white screen. It's cheaper. $68. That's extremely bad. And the white levels are going to be higher. If you're not seeing that much of a difference in color, then you might as well go with the white screen. Because number one, the white screen is going to produce better color. I mean, not better color, but better white levels. That's bad. That's really bad. See, here's the thing. We don't care about what he has, what he's saying. We don't care. We know at the end of the day he's a phony. We care about the demonstrations that he's doing on the Vava screen. That's what we want to see. Because this is what we don't see when we go searching for this screen. We never see these demonstrations being done. And this is very important because this saves me a lot of time and money, because this is the stuff we're going to do to the screen. He did it for us. That's the difference between a white screen. That's a $68 screen. Are you kidding me? Versus $700. That's the only difference? Wow. I got to talk to Vava about this one. I need to talk to him. Thank you so much, my buddy. I appreciate it. I'm going to be dumping a few of your videos. Don't bother deleting them. If you delete these videos, we will know you have something to hide, so don't do it. This is fantastic. I got to get pictures. I'm going to the site. This is gold mine right here for me. At the end of the day, we got into an argument with these jokers. They banned us from their channel because they got upset because I got the guy that said it was a 1080p projector. Oh, yeah, it is on now. It is definitely on now. Vava, when I get done with you at the end of the day, that screen ain't gonna be worth a nickel. at the end of the day. You know what a white surface looks like next to my screen? It doesn't even pick up. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. $700. Are you mother freaking kidding me? That is awful. There is no way in the world it should be that close of a match. Never should be that close. That's a bad sign. We got to get pictures on this. I'm like, that's the Vava. It is the Vava screen. There's the embezzlement around the screen. That's the Vava. Why would you go and spend $700? That tells you at the end of the day, again, it tells you at the end of the day, the acknowledgement of this guy at the end of the day, how smart he is. You're literally looking at this. You posted this video. You gave it the okay. And you didn't see right there from the door how close a match that is. The problem is that you do the same thing Jamie does. Jamie does this all the time. This is why videos are missing from Jamie, because Jamie in his videos matches house paint. And he gets real close to the screen because look, there's a difference. If there's a slight little difference, they consider that to be a massive change, like the earth, you know, completely being knocked off its axles. That's what they consider it to be. But you have to understand, if you have to be that close to 120 to 100-inch screen to see the difference, what are you going to see at 12 feet back from the screen where you are going to be sitting at? You're not going to see a difference. You have to see a difference on that screen no matter where you turn, where you go, where you look at, if you're far away from the screen, you have to be to see that difference. Now let me show you something here, buddy, so you can see this. See right surface in the middle of my screen? See how you can see a difference? See how my screen is pulling up? See how that's not? My projector is 3600 lumens. Yours is only 1800. And at 3600 lumens, it's still the white surface can't pull off. Do you see when I came in the room and I changed out the colors to red, blue, green, orange? Doesn't match at all, period. So we can show at the end of the day that a white screen, and if you put it on try to use it versus the projector, even if the white screen versus our technology, it's not going to pick up, it's not going to show. You're better off with our technology. We can clearly show it's not ambient light rejection technology. Here we go. We'll get up close so you can see it. So you can see now from a distance it's changing anything. No, it does not pick up. This shows where our technology is more superior. You're not supposed to match the white screen. This is a very bad sign. Do you know how far that drops the product down? That drops the product down extremely low. Jamie matched the white screen. The benefits of his gray product versus a white screen, this is a demonstration that went missing because in the demonstration, he matched the white screen. This is what you don't want to do. The Vava projector's paint is exactly almost the same color as a lot of Jamie's products. There they are, the same products. They have the same reaction. This is that's really bad. You don't want that. You never want to match a white screen. If you match a white screen, that means your product becomes the white screen. That means the value of your product drops to a white screen. That screen's not even worth $700 now. It's worth way lower than that. That's a $68 motorized projection screen. Oh, we definitely got to keep this. I mean, I got to keep this one right here. I should have to open up another channel because I need to get access to this one. I need pictures of this. We need pictures for this for the forum site. Vava, I'm going to send you some emails in a few minutes. What the freak is this all about? Why in the world is your screen? And we got to give him some credit. We got to give him a little credit. The reason why we give him credit, because out of all the people that I've seen do these demonstrations on this projector, he's the only one who actually did this. Even though he tried to do these tests to make us look bad, you actually did us a big favor. You did me an extremely big favor. Because that screen I got behind me right now will blow this one clean out of the water with no problem at far less. If I ever wanted to go in competition against Vava, which would be an easy for us to do, that product we have behind us can easily take this out with no problem whatsoever and do it for far less. We're at $337 a quart at a 150-inch screen, and we can operate on long throw, ultra short throws, pick up at 1,000 lumens, and we can do it in fully lit environments. Where this screen sits in a dark environment, can barely pick up at 119 lux, and it's matching a white screen. That's pretty bad. That's never good. Oh my goodness. Chivas Louise, this is bad. This is really bad. I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at right now. This is really bad for them. And then you see the environment's dark. You can see the environment's very dark. See how well lit it is in here and here. And again, the back on the wall is very dark. Oh my goodness. You know it's gonna pick up better? If this screen we have here isn't showing much of a difference when it comes to color, it's not even picking up even better contrast. Because again, it has a 3000 to 1. It's a poor contrast. It's almost equivalent to a white screen. The white screen is going to have the higher vantage point when it comes to skin tone and white levels because it's white by white screen. The problem with the Vava projector, now here's the problem the customers have at the end of the day. They have done the white screen because some of them don't want to spend $700 for the screen. But the problem is if you turn the lights on, all this is going to wash out. Because you know how white screens work in fully lit environments, they don't pick up at all. And if that screen is matching a white level like that, that means the ambient light projection on that screen is going to wash out clearly, as I showed you in the demonstrations. So that's why we have the product behind us, because this can't do what that's doing behind us. But for that to come that close to a white screen is a bad sign. Extremely bad sign. I gotta dub the whole video. We got to dub the entire video. We got to. This is bad. Oh Lord, this is really bad. You know, somebody need to do it. Tell you, Vava, I mean, it's bad enough your projectors lie at the end of the day. Someone has to do an investigation on your screens. Your screens are not doing this. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. Oh, it's horrible. It's a white screen. It's a $68 motorized white screen that's blended into a $7,000 screen. Oh no, the contrast levels clicked also. Oh man, this is not good for you. Buddy, I'm gonna tell you right now, they can't sue you at the end of the day because your intentions weren't basically to, and it doesn't make a difference. That's bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, you seeing this? Are you seeing this, people? You seeing what I'm seeing right now? You're looking at it right now. It's right there. It's matching the gray wall. The gray wall is actually matching the screen. That's why he was so close up on the camera. Look at it right there. Look, you can see it right there. The gray wall, the paint is actually matching a $700 screen. Hold on for a minute. This is why he was so close up on the screen. Let me go back a little bit here. I didn't see, oh my God, I didn't see it. It was right there in my face. I literally didn't see it. The wall matched the screen. Look at that. Look at that. That's a $700 screen. Look at the wall. They're all the same. You know, I do have friends that are Dominican, Puerto Ricans, and Spanish, right? I mean, they can pretty translate all that for me if they want at the end of the day. It's not a problem. But that is messed up. That is really messed up. Hey, what color are your walls over there? I'm pretty sure that looks like more like, I think software gray actually picks up that color. Their screens are actually software gray. That's the color of their screens. That is freaking haunting. Gee whiz. I couldn't figure out why he was so close to the screen, and now I see why. Look at the splash over. Oh, I got to get pictures of this. We got to dub this. Everything. Oh, the forum site's going to be cracking today, boy. It's going to be cracking today. What else we got here? Buddy, you turned on the lights. There's no difference, even with the lights on. You literally missed the wall. The wall is matching your screen with the lights on. Heck, you could have just basically just saved yourself $700 and went with a $68 projection screen, or just skip the projection screen and just use your wall right here. It does the same thing. Oh my goodness. I can't make this up. I got to go through your whole channel now. I got to go through the whole channel. I have to. This is gold. This is gold for us in the day. It's not about him. We already know he's a fake. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We already know that. We don't pay him any mind. It's his videos that he did on the Vava screen that we want. Because, again, nobody else did these demonstrations. He's the only one. And this is fantastic. This outs the screen even worse. I mean, it's bad enough. Someone needs to go in and file a lawsuit against him for these projection screens. That is absolutely horrible. Wow, look at this right here. That's insane. I gotta pop on Facebook for this one. We gotta get a copy of this. This is really messed up. Look how he's trying to straighten out the wall in the picture. Don't worry, we got it over here. We're good. I don't know what he's trying to explain, but it ain't coming up too well for you, buddy. Oh, gee whiz Louise, man. Come on, man. This is not good for you. All right, look, let me explain something to you, but you got to understand here. You're not seeing your demonstration. The white screen is going to fade a little bit because it's white. If the white screen had a little bit of gray in it, it would be the maintain next to your screen. The wall that you have is gray. So if you notice that the wall is matching your screen, it's not fading that much due to the fact there's gray in it. You see what I mean? Where if that white screen up there had a little bit of gray, it would match the screen with no problem. Any screen that is slightly darker than a white screen is going to pull up a slightly little better contrast. But still, your white levels and different colors should not have been matching that well. It still really isn't that much of a big difference for me to spend $700 for a screen when I could do it at $68. But to prove my point about having a little gray in it, your walls are actually matching your screen. And your wall paint is much cheaper than the projection and the screen at the same time. That's not good. Now, you know it's going to dominate this one, right? It'll be the white screen, because the white screen pulls the highest white level, because literally it's white. I just realized something. The wall is actually pulling a higher white level than the freaking screen, than his freaking his screen itself. Again, as I said before, this is not about him mainly, because we know, like I said, he's nonsense. He doesn't know what he's doing. He should have saw this right from the door. I can tell you're not an expert. An expert would have picked this up just like that. And you're not even an expert. Even a person who just knows, that has some form of common sense or intelligence, would have seen this right from the door. The fact that you can't see this and it's right in your face and you uploaded this clearly shows me at the end of the day, you have no idea what you're talking about. That is crazy. Boy, your site's a gold mine. This is fantastic for people at the end of the day who do not want to get robbed from Vava. And then Vava is upset about what I'm saying at the end of the day. Hey, it's right there. You're matching a white screen. It's a $700 projection screen matching a $68 motorized projection screen from eBay. And the shipping is free on the motorized. Pretty sure it ain't free on that screen. And on top of that, what makes it even crazier, you're matching the wall. You're matching house paint on a $700 screen. The wall's not even ambient light projection technology, and it's matching your screen with the lights on. You know how embarrassing that is? And this guy put his whole channel on Vava talking about how amazing their projectors are. Okay, and we got to keep going. I'm sorry, people are pausing it. It's just insane. I mean, I knew the screens were bad, but I didn't know. Oh, gee whiz Louise, mother creatures, great and small. Now, see, remember what I told you right here, right? Here, because the screen is white, the contrast levels are going to be a little bit darker. But the colors are blending with no problem. No problem whatsoever. Because this is a little bit darker, that's why. Other than that, it's too close of a match. And the wall is picking up the contrast levels. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at that. That's the wall. That's the wall. That's the white screen. You guys are completely colorblind. You can't see that. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the guys as the naysayers, the people who don't make screen paints correctly. Don't get it wrong, not you guys. They're completely colorblind. Jamie does this all the time. Wall to screen. Look at the colors. Look at that. No. I swear, I feel like just come into your house with a giant rolled up piece of newspaper and a spray bottle. Like, no, smack. You don't know jack at the end of the day. Why? You ever seen the memes that go, why? Why would you upload this? This is bad. This is extremely bad. What were you thinking? Did you not see your wall over here matching your screen? You literally just made yourself like a complete idiot on freaking YouTube. You purchased a $700 screen, and I'm not talking about with the taxes. Remember, taxes are going to make it a little higher. Paid for shipping on this bad boy to have it sent to your house, assemble it, stick it on your wall, and your wall did the exact same thing your screen just did. I would have took that thing back. I would have saw it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. I would have got my money back. Oh my goodness. Wait, okay. I'm gonna play it through. I'm sorry, people. It's just, man, it's just crazy on this. They brag so much about their projection screens. You gotta give him credit, because he's the only one that did. Oh, gee whiz. Gee whiz Louise, man. You gotta give him credit, because at least he went out and he did the demonstrations. Oh, gee whiz, man. Look, no light. Barely no wind. I don't know why you're pointing back there. There's no light back there. Oh, man. You're matching. This is all matching, dude. This is all matching. Look at the wall. The wall is matching your screen, man. People, the skin tones. Well, the skin tones are going to come up better on the white screen, because the white screen's white. That's why the skin tones are much higher here, because it pulls a higher white level. That's why. Did they do these tests? I wonder if Vava did these tests against white screens. Well, I ain't no words for this one. This is skin tones, and the white screen, of course, is going to produce better with skin tones because it's a lighter screen. And I see how he's zooming in. He's boxing out the wall. He doesn't want to show the wall too much, so he's boxing that out. You can't call yourself intelligent at the end of the day. You can't. You literally, at a white screen, basically in some ways overpower a $700 screen. It's way too close of a match. And then I don't even want you to know what's even more funnier. Your walls are actually doing the exact same thing that your screen's doing. I would have taken this thing back. Oh, gee whiz. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. That's his wall, people. Look at this. It looks exactly the same. I pray to God you don't drive. I pray you do not drive or operate any heavy equipment whatsoever. Anything that requires for your eyesight to be keen and on point. Because literally, if you can't see that in the demonstration, we all can see it. But if you can't see how well they are matching up in here, Yeah, you should not be talking about home theater projection, nothing at the end of the day that involves for you to have eyesight on a screen 20. You don't know what you're looking at. Gee whiz, I can literally start a demonstration right now and say that you're basically colorblind, and everybody would believe it because it's right there. How do you not see that? Not for the customer, no, this particular person called Phantom HD. Should be Phantom I cannot see. Because it's literally, I don't know how in the world you're not seeing that. That is the same thing. And this is not showing any difference. Let's believe anything at the end of the day. You know, I've got this bridge up in Brooklyn. It's pretty good. It's nice. And these are a little paint job. That's basically about it. I'll rent it to you for a low price of $3,000 a month. No down payment. I'll just take the first and second if you want. You will buy literally anything. That's what you just told me in this demonstration. One, you are not an expert in the field. You don't know jack at the end of the day. And you will buy literally anything. Let's just recap, people. Let's go see how much this screen costs. Let's go to Val real quick. Wasn't even looking for that video. I was looking for the one with the meter, but since I ran across the white screen, gee whiz. I'm spending $700 for that thing. Thank you for doing the job for you. You saved me $700. I don't need to do any tests. They're right there. That's literally what we're going to do. We're going to throw it on a white screen. But we can clearly see it doesn't pull up well in fully lit environments at all periods. Environments were pretty much not even high enough. You're not even picking up over 300 on your meters. So we know that from the door it doesn't pick up. And comparing it to a white screen. And the wall, it matched the wall, for goodness sakes. You're not smart with money, are you? I can tell that from the door. How in the world can you sit there and look at that demonstration on a $700 screen you just purchased and say, this looks different from the wall? No, most people will look like this looks the same as the wall. And the first thing they'll do is I want my money back. You know, because why? Because your screen is matching my wall and my wall doesn't cost $700. Vava projector right here. Let's have a looky at its specifications. Vava projector right here claims to have a dynamite contrast of, this is what it's claiming to have. All right, about a $500,000, 1,000, about something like that, about almost near, not $500,000, but something about. But anyway, this is what it's ranging for contrast. This is what the projector is hyped to be. It's not even close to that at all, period. What I just saw is not even close. This is the lumen count it has right there. Right? Okay. They matched the white wall. How? And the white screen. So this is the projector right here. Now, I don't get this. Tell me what's going on here with me. Tell me here. All right, tell me. This is what it says in contrast, right? This is what they're saying, what the contrast is on the projector, right? This is what they're claiming. But this is what ABS Forms, Projector Central is saying what the contrast level really is. It's saying its resolution is 4K, but over here on the site talking to the company itself, they say it's a 1080p. Interesting. When it comes to projectors, when you look them up, if I look for the PX747 4K projector, it says it's 4K. It has basically how many the pixels it has attached to the projector. It says the same thing. It's synchronized everywhere, saying the exact same thing. This thing has multiple levels of specifications of what it could be, what it might not be, what it should be. That's as sketchy can be on a projector. It comes in at 3,000 to 1. There is no way in the world that would be $1.5 million, or that would be anywhere between 2 million to 3 million. No, that's not going to happen. It doesn't even pick up a dark enough shade of gray to even do that in the day. No. That projector is 3,000 to 1. And it has 1,800 lumens attached to the projector. That's it. Right there. Now, let's go over and let's look at the NEC. This is the NEC projector, the one we have behind us. The NEC projector is an XGA projector. It has 1020 by 24, 10 by 24, 768. It shows a sharper image than your projector because your image comes up fuzzy, and my projector is a whopping 3600 lumens with a 4000 to 1 contrast. That projector is better than yours. I can set that projector right next to yours at 3600 lumens. It washes your image clean out. And this is the environment my projector is sitting in while you're sitting in the dark with a white surface laying against it that doesn't even match our screen. And as you see, the screen's pushed all the way up near the ceiling so the light can make contact with it. And those are high fluorescent LED lights that I had. You know, it's funny because I sat there and said one time, I said that I would love to be able to have a place the next time around with almost the same kind of light that I had in the max out zone. Here I am, I moved into an apartment that has high fluorescent LED lights in the ceilings. Isn't that interesting? My lighting in my environment, the lights that I have are actually much brighter than what you guys are using in yours. And for the other, we can't mention him because he doesn't have an open website, so there's no point in mentioning him. His site's not even open. But anyway, yeah, that was the specification. These are real specifications at the end of the day, not fake, not getting sued by Epson because, you know, you went in and you basically violated your specifications by lying and saying that you basically had 6,000 lumens and you really just didn't have that at all, period. See, right here. This is right here, Projector Central. Epson sues Vava, claiming misleading ultra-short dose specifications. So you were claiming that the specifications on the projector were 6,000 and they weren't even 6,000, they were 1,800. That's a huge, massive lie. Did Epson win? Yeah, they did win. They won the lawsuit. A little more understanding on this. So I got my charge over here. It has filed a lawsuit against, this is the company right here. They're Silicon Valley based. And it's funny because when you call them up, it's not even, people think it's in California. It's not. It's actually it's overseas. Comes up as an international call when you call them. I know because I've called them. Charging for fake false promotion. That's what we called them on. We got them on false promotion right over here because they were in there advertising the projector as it was 4K. And I'm like, no, that's not 4K. Because the guy kept talking about, oh, it's pixel shifting technology. Nobody, it's not 4K. You don't have native 4K. You have pixel shifting. What is your projector's real base? What's the base of your projector for real? And he kept saying, no, but it's pixel shifting, it compresses it. Where are you getting the extra pixels from to make it 4K? Well, how come when I go to your website, we don't get the pixel reading, we get 4K, just literally 4K. What is your pixel reading? Is it going to be, and I gave him two different versions, 3840 by 2160 or 4096 by 2160. Which one is it? And then I was asking questions. 4 other people jumped on it and they started asking questions. Now we got 10 people in there. And they said I caused some problems. They didn't cause any problems. I asked you a simple question. You didn't want to answer it. And I'm asking you simple questions. I'm giving you sound logic. You don't want to answer it. So now we got 10 people in there ranting on this guy like, hey man, just tell the guy what we need to know. What is it? Because I'm not spending any money for something if I find that it's not native 4K, because you guys are stating it's 4K. Then the guy finally broke down and said it. The Vava projector is 1080p. Whoop, screenshot that sucker in a hot second. And then after that, when I try to go back in the room, I got a ban. I don't mind the ban, don't care. At least I got you to say what you're supposed to say. That is a 1080p projector. And if you spent the money for an Optima GT 55 or 56, you would have got 20,000 to 1 contrast, 3,600 lumens. One of the projector has 3,000. I think the 55 has 3,000 and the 56 has 36. You would have got a real lumen count at the end of the day, 20,000 to 1 contrast, and it's a 1080p base, and you would have got that for $1,300. You spent $2,700 for a stack of cards setup. And then the projector is in there matching a freaking white screen in a wall. Yeah, buddy, right there alone, your credibility has dropped to nothing. Because if you couldn't sit there and see that at the end of the day, and you're in there making comments like, look at the color, look at the card, we've seen that one already before. Your credibility is gone now. I told you, it only takes me about a minute to go in there and wreck your credibility just like that. You don't want my attention at the end of the day. You really don't want me going through your channel. I don't really feel like going through your channel today. I do got free time today, but I'm going to do it towards something else. But I'm going to cut you a break because I can literally just go through your channel and I can wipe your credibility clean. I have too much experience in this field, so I know what to look for, okay? There's a difference between having a mechanic that's been around for God knows long and a mechanic that's just started fresh out of school. That's where you are. You're the mechanic that came out of school. I'm the guy that's been working on the 16-shift tractor trailers and stick shifts and all that stuff, and you come out here with that diagnostic training with the computerized systems and all that stuff. There was a time that a mechanic can just listen to a car and tell what's wrong with it. Now today, you have to go through a computerized system to see what's wrong with the vehicle. Old school mechanics. My buddy was telling me he's a truck driver, right? The truck drivers now today have computerized systems in these trucks now that pretty much do majority, sometimes most of the work. But the old school truck drivers are the guys that were driving 16 and 18 shift trucks at the end of the day. Machines, the real machines that you had to operate by hand. Everything now is all automatic. These are the same drivers that didn't have all that computer technology that can sit there and just get a feel for it, a gut feeling on how to drive a truck up an icy road or how to back it up perfectly and line it up with the docks to drop off their goods. Nowadays, all machinery just cheats the instinct of the driver at the end of the day. It dulls his senses. That's what it does. You're a newbie at the end of the day. Come back in 10 years. By then I'll be retired. But come back in 10 years or whatever. Get some training. Get something under your belt. Get some knowledge on your belt before you come at me at the end of the day. This is the results that's going to happen to you. My intentions when I come in to do these demonstrations for this individual, well, of course, was to discredit him. Yes, definitely from the door. But he's praising this projector, and we know what these machines are basically engineered to do. And I told you there was a matter of time when they're going to start developing their own screens strictly for their projectors and charging you a lot of money for them. And I'm sitting here watching this projector, number one, that lied on all its specifications, but not only did it do that, the $700 screen matched the white screen and a wall at the same time. That's not worth $700. So let's see. We see right here, they got sued right here. You can read all through this if you want to check out the settlement. It's all right there for you to read. Vava settles. They settle in court. Yeah, because you lied. They can't back it up. If you can't, this is how it works. And for people that are getting lawsuits from us, if you cannot back this up, you will lose in court. You're going to have something to fight against our claim. And if you can't back it up, you're done. That's how it works in court. So I know you got to get in there and you're going to say this, that, it doesn't work. If you say anything that's outside of what we've written in those documents, it's called hearsay in court. You got to back it up. If not, you're going to lose your shirt in that bad boy. So that's a little mental note for those people. We got a few people who are taking to court and we're suing for dumb stuff. Let's go in and let's look at the price tag of this whopping baby boy over here. I want that Vava. Let's go to Vava's website. And Vava can sit there and say, well, how are we slandering you? Did you not get sued by Epson? Did I just watch a customer buy your screen and match a white screen, including his gray wall? You already got sued the first time by Epson. You want some people, your customers to get around and do the same test themselves and then have this kind of, what do you call it, a joint lawsuit. Actually, you guys can get involved in a joint lawsuit. We don't own your stuff, so we don't care. But that's misleading to the customers. Did they test their stuff? That's what has me curious. Did anybody test anything? This is why I tell people at the end of the day why your stuff has to be tested. And we sit there and tell you that test Vava baby monitors. What else are they making here? I guess they make more than one thing. Oh, they do make more than one thing, don't they? Huh. All right. Yeah, I went to a website and bought a projector from a screen that basically is baby monitors and some other stuff. Gee whiz, just go to, if you're going to go down that road, just go to wish list. Let's see, let's go with the laser TV. This is the laser, we're going to go with the screens. These are the screens right here. They got the screens and the bundle. So, this is the screen that the fellow has right now that he paid $650 for. So, they were $700, $650. Still a lot of money for a screen that basically matched a white motorized projection screen. Let me see on eBay, the motorized white projection screens. Let's see. Oh, that's the price of the projector we just paid for in our demonstration model. I got mine for $60. They got them in there for like around $59. They got them in there for $112. Yeah. At least you're getting exactly what you paid on that one. Now let's go over here. What are we doing on eBay? We're looking for the 60 motorized projection screen. Let's see in front of that. Motorized. I spelled that correctly. No. Motorized. No. Motorized projection screen. All right, that's 4.3. We don't want that one. That's 16.9. You get it cheaper than that. Here we go. 16.9 motorized projection screen. It's the same one he had in his demonstration. We paid for these all the time. 92 inches. That's what he had. 116 inch. $69. Free shipping. All right, free shipping. All right, let's go pop over to the Vava. Vava, we have over here. For 100 inch, $649.99. This is supposed to be 7 to 10 days to get it shipped out to you. 7 to 10 days, right? Let's go back over to the eBay screen. How many days is it going to take it for me to get that screen over here? That screen is going to take me around 3 days. Free shipping, 3 days. Come on, better with the motorized projection screen, what do you think? Now keep in mind, if you get the white screen, again, it's going to be cheaper, but again, you're basically color, contrast, all that's going to suffer. The Vava projection screen didn't show any difference at all, so it's going to do the exact same thing the white screen is going to do. Our product, on the other hand, costs $337, and if we put a white surface against our screen, this is the results we get in a fully lit environment. Here comes the manager. Here comes the manager. Come back here. Where you going at? Hey, come back here, you frisky monster, you. Come back here. Anyway, so look. So that's the difference. So that tells our customers at the end of the day that, hey, I can go out and spend $650, just keep it even, $650 for the screen. And, again, spend all this money and still I'm not going to be able to pick up contrast and color. It's going to do the same thing as a Vava projection screen, no problem. Or our technology, on the other hand, that'll give an option of 100 inch to 150 inch. They can use it in a fully lit environment, and we can show at the end of the day that we surpass a white screen by so many levels is not even funny. We could even do color patterns if we want and still come out better. We don't match in any way whatsoever. So that's why they'll buy my product over the Vava screen any day. I didn't never do it, had no idea they're matching that white screen. Now let's say if you want to do 120, mind you, 32 ounces of our product paints up to 150 inch screen. So you can paint up to 100 inch, 106, 115, 120, 135, 140. Yeah, as long as you keep it within the 150 range. Say if you want to bring it up to about 120 inch screen on their product, it's going to cost you $1,000. $1,000 How much is our product again? $337. Do we match white screens with our product? No. Long throw, we can blend into a $5,000 DMP Supernova. We've done it already in the demonstration already. 1800 lumens can barely pull up on that screen. We could pull about 1,000 lumens on our meter with no problem whatsoever at 11 feet from the screen. Boom. That's when you say it, Jamie. That's when you say it, when you can back it up. That's what the boom is for, when you can back it up. You don't say it, not back it up, and then say boom. It doesn't work that well. I gotta go back to this video. Dude, don't delete the video, because we need this video. I can't believe I'm looking at this. Woo! Man! Think about it. That screen right there, we just saw it. I saw it on eBay. $79. So sorry, $69. 3 days free shipping. And that screen down there costs $650. When you pay your tax and shipping, you're still gonna be at even $700 either way. Tax is gonna definitely charge. You're gonna charge you on tax, so yeah, you're gonna pay some money out for that. So it's about $700. Let's break it up that. That's pretty messed up. And our technology at the end of the day, yeah, we're in that environment you're at, all that, you're in the dark, buddy. We can do all this in a fully lit environment on a much cheaper projector, and we can actually put to shame a white surface with no problem. All right, buddy, I'm done here. I got to come back and I got to do something on the Vava screens. No, I forgot. I'm dubbing your video. That's what I'm doing. We're going to definitely dub the daylights out of this video. This is perfect. This is the most perfect thing I ever ran into mine. Besides some of the dumb stuff I've seen. No. The Network Grade 773 was actually pretty good. But this is actually much better. This is much better. We definitely got to come in and get a full copy of this video before it goes missing. I'm going to come in. You guys can watch me dub, because I'm going to do it live. Gee whiz, I can't believe this. That thing matched up. We got to finish playing the rest of this video out. Hold on, we got to play the rest of this video out. I'm just freaking, this is crazy. There's nothing you can explain in this. Gee whiz, look at the wall. Look at the wall. And after, like I said, after seeing the price of what the, oh my, we're done. We got to come back and get a dub. We got to come back and get a dub. We got to dub it. We got to dub it. We got to dub it. Gee whiz, this is crazy, man. Oh, Vava, you're definitely going to hear from me. My technology behind me would crush your product with no problem. We don't want people to buy your projectors because we have a solution to fixing your problem that you should have done a long time ago. I literally have to come in here and fix other companies who can't do the job right. Literally, that's what it comes down to. I don't mind doing it because the customers shouldn't have to go through this crap. Keep in mind, some customers don't know. Some customers are buying for the first time. This is why I hate these companies so much, because they don't do their jobs right. There are customers buying for the first time. We don't blame you customers at the end of the time. Customers you do know, like this joker at the end of the day, he deserves everything he got. But there are customers out there that are basically buying for the first time. They don't know. They're babe in the woods. They don't know. And it's up to these companies to inform them the correct way. People who make screen paint products to do their jobs correctly and not match house paint at the end of the day or end up being nothing but watercolors. It's your job to help the customers buy the proper screen that's going to work well in he and she environment. Not this freaking nonsense at the end of the day. That is really bad. That is really bad. Oh my goodness. Like I said, Jamie did this nonsense on something called benefit of a gray screen. We recorded it. He removed it. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. At least with Jamie Paint, it's $95 to $60, okay? That's not much of a loss. You're talking about a $700 screen. Those of you who have the 120-inch models, oh, now we know. Now I know that every time that I see one of these screens on display on anybody, we know that we could literally do the same thing with gray paint or a $68 screen from eBay. I got to come in and dub. I can't do this. This is just too much. This is too much. I'm not doing it over and over. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. They talked all that trash on the phone too on top of that. Oh my goodness. You matched the white screen. It doesn't get any better than this. I can't make it up. Industry sucks. They don't even do your jobs correctly. Oh, I can't wait till we launch all the technology we have now would crush you guys with no problem. Gee whiz. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get into one of the. I can't wait to get one of these freaking convention units at the end of the day. I'm gonna crush you guys into dust when I get done with y'all. I can't wait. This is what you guys have to offer. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be a cakewalk. I'm not even worrying about the money. I couldn't care less about the money. It's the opportunity to shut you guys down for good. That's what it comes down to. It sucks. That's a lot of money. He literally could have did that with $79, $69. Oh my goodness. This is the same reaction I had with Jamie matching house paint. There's no way in the world you should ever come that close to us. Oh, gee whiz. Certified screens, yes. You want to match a certified screen. It's a $5,000 screen. You know how much money your product is worth, and you can knock out a $5,000 projection screen on any caliber projector you choose on any environment. You know how valuable your stuff becomes? But you can't beat a basic white screen. Do you know how old white screens are? White screens have literally been around since the silent era of movies. They've been out before silver screens. And your screen just literally got beat by a screen that's been around since a century. Or not beat, it matches a screen from a century. And you're on camera talking about, and the screen, not only him, but the company. Because look at him. He's a perfect example of people who don't even know what they're doing at the end of the day. Perfect example of a person who has no idea what he's doing. Oh, gee whiz. I'm curious now. That whole eyewall screen, whatever that thing is, it costs $5,000 an eyewall. I'm curious what that thing would look like. I gotta find somebody. Anybody who has that screen, please show it up against a white motorized projection screen. I gotta see this. I have to see this. I'm not spending $5,000 for a screen, but it's the same complexion. It's literally almost the same color as this screen. It's really bad. I don't know if I can handle this. It's just too much for me right now. I know I gotta play the rest of the video, but I gotta play a little more of this. What else comes up? Oh no. No. Look at the wall. It's matching the wall. Look at the colors on the white screen compared to here. Gee whiz, dude, you did not see this. Why would you post this? Oh, it's just bad. It's just so bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep pausing. I'll play it through. I'll stop. This is bad. This is so bad. Oh, when he's zooming up on it, that makes it even worse. Oh, man. Come on. Look at this. You can see the individual feathers on the freaking owl next to yours are doing the exact same thing, which means the clarity on that screen is doing the same thing on your screen. Doesn't make a difference. Oh my goodness, this is bad. This is really, really bad. You know why? Because people say, oh, white screens wash out the clarity. No, the clarity is just the same. Look at the feathers. Look at the feathers here. Bam, bam, same thing. And look, he zoomed away from the white wall. Why do we move away from the wall? I bring that wall back. I'm trying to keep it together. Oh, it just gets worse. I'm just going to watch it so I can get through this. And then that way, when I dub it, I got it under control. Oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. I gotta walk away from the camera for a little bit. This is just too much for me to take in. Look at that. That's insane. The screens ain't worth jack. Your screen's not even worth freaking $700. I would say roughly a probably around a white screen, same price as a white screen, pretty much. Oh, we know the white screen is going to dominate here. It picks up a higher white level. Of course it's going to dominate. It picks up a much higher white level. But look at this. There's no change here. Gee whiz, man. Look at this. Look how beautiful the white screen came out compared to the Vava. Look at that. Look at that. There's no difference at all. You just paid $700 for a white screen, an overhyped screen. Literally, that's what you paid for. And that means at the end of the day, our paint could dominate both of those with no problem. Because we don't match white surfaces. We don't match white screens. That is pretty bad. Oh, man, that's bad. Okay, we're going to get through this. We can get through this. Man, gee whiz. Let's bring the white screen down all the way and be done with it. I don't know what you're saying on camera. Really don't care. It's probably speaking in Spanish because it's all done in Spanish. Everything in Spanish. But gee whiz Louise. I don't know how, my man, you're looking at this and you're not thinking that I just got taken for $700. How are you not seeing this? You didn't even have to buy this. You could have just used your wall. That's the same thing. The wall is, I don't know which is worse. Gee whiz. Look at the colors. The colors. Oh, man. Thank you. I needed a break because I was going to lose it over here. Gee whiz. That's the worst thing. I don't know which one. Two demonstrations, man. Dad, we got to go back. We're done with this. No. We got to go back to this. We got to go back to this. Hold on. Where we get that at? We're coming. No. Go back. Yeah, we need this. We're coming back in. We're making a copy of this. Got to make a copy of this. We need screenshots, pictures, the whole 9 yards. Opening up a performance site as soon as possible. Going on Facebook as soon as possible. Contacting Vava as soon as possible. That right there is freaking robbery at the end of the day. That screen didn't change in any way whatsoever. From top to bottom, I don't know which was even worse. The fact that the white screen was blending in so well or the walls were picking up so well. And I didn't see the walls at first. I was so zoned in on the screen that I look at the walls like, what the freak? Yeah, there is no way in the world I spent that kind of money at the end of the day. All right, we got to come back in. This is a fellow, as I said before, doesn't know anything when it comes to projection screens. You don't know jack at the end of the day. How in the world did you miss this? How did you not see that? That tells me at the end of the day that you are a noob in home theater. You don't know jack. No one should listen to a word you said at all. No one should listen to anything you said. If you approved of that nonsense and you put that up on YouTube as basically something you're proud of at the end of the day, man, you have done a horrible job. You got robbed. You spent $700 for a screen with tax and all that's gonna be $700 for the screen that you literally could have went to eBay and bought the same thing for probably about $69 with free shipping, or you could have just used the wall. Yeah, all right, you're done. Your credibility is shot down the drain. We got to get a copy of this. We'll be back in. We need a copy. We need a copy.